Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Jamie Strauss, the founder and CEO of Digby, as well as Kodiak Corporate President and CEO, Claudia Tornquist. James, Claudia, good to see you both.
Hello, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for
So,
having us.
you're welcome. So, Claudia, I'm going to start with you because Digby's awarded you a AA rating from a single A rating, and that makes you at the top of the leaderboard for exploration companies in the Digby universe. To what extent has the second Digby assessment helped Kodiak Corporate both strategically and with regard to engagement with different stakeholders?
Well, it has a number of benefits, this work to us. It's a very good internal discipline just to once a year take stock, where do we stand with all our environmental work, community work, governance, and identify the areas where we can improve and then work on them for the next year. And then also just from a communications perspective, our investors take a lot of comfort in this independent assessment. And so do the First Nations and communities we work with. It just gives them confidence that we are doing all of the ESG work well. And in my mind, at the end of the day, it's all about mitigating risk. And that's the ultimate benefit to Kodiak and our shareholders. We all know mines that got shut down because of local opposition or environmental problems. And that's those risks that really we mitigate by doing all the right work early on already in the exploration stage. And that's what it's, in my mind, all about.
And following on from this assessment, Claudia, which goals have you set for the next 12 months? And how do you see these adding value from the perspective of investors, communities, and also other stakeholders?
Well, look, we have a number of different projects that we're now working on for an exploration company such as Kodiak. A big part of our carbon footprint, for example, is all related to the diesel we burn while drilling with the drill rigs. And so we're looking into biodiesel, we are looking into hybrid trucks for our field work, and it's all things like that. It's small steps in itself, but altogether they then make for good environmental performance. And so we have a number of projects that we're now working on, and that's really a continuous process going forward. And yeah, as I said, at the end of the day, it's about mitigating risk and giving our MPD projects the best probability to be eventually built into a successful mine.
Jamie, the landscape of sustainability continues to evolve rapidly. How do you see companies such as Kodiak Corporate differentiating themselves, taking advantage of their efforts to improve transparency and set out a journey of continuous improvement?
Well, Stephen, I mean, I think Claudia's really set that out across many things. Some of the things she hasn't even said today, like adopting new AI strategies, as well as some of the many other things she's just talked about just now. But I think we have to look at the kind of wider spectrum here. Is, you know, we've got more and more fund managers, more and more people in the mining industry that are becoming in as millennials or whatever, and moving up into more senior positions. Sustainability is front and first on their mind on this. How do we as a sector, how does Kodiak as a company engage with those people? How do we give them the tools in order to to offset their reputational risk, their risks within their portfolios or their engagement with the company? How do we give them those tools to raise confidence and trust in order to kind of go forward? And I think through the work that Claudia's been doing, through the tools which obviously Digby provides, has an opportunity to therefore, through a third-party assessment, to give those that competency and allow the new era of critical minerals to really take shine and let this sector kind of come out of the last few years, which have been rather difficult. So yeah, it's trying to find those new connections and giving them people the tools with which to engage and build confidence.
Well, Claudia, congratulations again on that AA rating. Thank you both very much for speaking with me today.
Thanks very much, Stephen.
That's Digby's Jamie Strauss and Claudia Tornquist from Kodiak Corporate.